Friends, I am Dr. Surajit Ghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Signs, symptoms and uses of Homeo-Remedy Aurum MET. Full name Aurum METALLICUM, short name Aurum MET. Common name metal gold, source chemical element. Therapeutic uses of Aurum MET. STDs, that is sexually transmitted diseases. Diseases of nerve like locomotor, ataxia, paralysis, mental affection, alcoholism, asthma, piles, glandular affections, throat affection, affections of heart, uterus, urinary bladder, etc. etc. Spheres of action of Aurum MET. It acts upon mind, nerve, bones, cardiovascular system, genitourinary systems and glands, eustachian tube, male and female genital organs, etc. Constitution, makeup of the body, old people tired of life with no desire to live, lifeless pining boys, constitution wrecked with syphilis. Temperament of Aurum MET, irritable, melancholic. Miasms, syphilis with scrofulous diathesis. Dangerous combination. Syphilis, miasm with scrofulous diathesis. Scrofula means tubercular diathesis. In it itself a complex situation. Is Aurum MET hot or chilly? Very chilly. Mental journals of Aurum MET talk of committing suicide, self-reproach, self-criticism, thrashes oneself, feeling of condemnation and worthlessness. That is feeling within himself, condemnation of self and worthlessness of self. Vexed and changing mood, violent hysteria with desperate action, weeping, praying. Intense hopeless depression with disgust for life. PVs, vehement representation against least contradiction. That is, they cannot tolerate least contradiction. Brooding melancholy alternating with irritability. Loquacity, rapid questioning without waiting for a reply. Indisposed to talk, hateful and quarrelsome. Thinks she does everything wrong. Neglected her friends, her duty. Physical journals of Aurum MET. Blood circulation is disturbed. All the blood seems to rush towards lower limbs from head. Orgasm as if blood were boiling in all veins, venous congestion, especially to head and chest. Caries of bone, especially of nose, palatine, mastoid. Bone pains are boring and cutting. Pains wander. Impelling motions finally attack the heart. Adapted to nervous hysterical women, girls at puberty, pining boys, old people with heart disease, to persons with low spirit, lifeless, weak memory. Bad effects of grief, fright, anger, disappointed love, contradiction and reserved displeasure. Hopeless persons with heart disease, hopeful with lung disease. Actually, this is a natural thing. Generally, heart patients are hopeless and lung patients are hopeful. So this picture is there. Then Aurum MET is their medicine. Head symptoms of Aurum MET. Violent pain in head causing confusion. Headache of students with precordial anxiety and flashes of heat to the head. Precordial anxiety. What is precordial anxiety? Note, this is the heart within the rib cage. The chest wall related to heart is called precordial region. Anxiety feeling at that region is precordial anxiety. Exostosis with boring pain, boils on scalp, lump under the scalp, baldness from syphilis. Exostosis is extra growth of bone. Eye symptoms of Aurum MET. Photophobia, that is cannot tolerate light. Hemiopia. Hemiopia means the person who thinks half of the object. Upper half of object visible, invisible. Here, in the case of Aurum MET, upper half is invisible. In some case, in some other medicine, there may be lower half, somewhere may be left half, somewhere may be right half. So this is the hemiopia. Peculiarities you must note in Aurum MET, upper half is invisible. Orbits feel sore. Glaucoma. Glaucoma, you know, glaucoma is very dangerous type of eye disease, leading to complete blindness. Is the back compartment of the eye, posterior compartment of the eye, the pressure of the posterior compartment of the eye increases and it damages the optic nerve. That's glaucoma causes. Glaucoma causes the blindness. Pupils irregular. Ordinary pupil is circular and very regular, very much regular. Here it is irregular. Black spot, flames, spark before the eyes, that is before vision. Everything looks blue. Here symptoms are met. Caries of mastoid. Mastoid bone lies just behind our ears. Behind our ears, if you touch your index finger, you'll see a tough bony part. That is mastoid bone. Obstinate fatigue discharge from, that is otorial discharge. Nerve deafness with embarrassed speech, oversensitive to noise, better feeling from music. Here, note this: the caries of mastoid. In Aurum MET, you will find so many caries. Caries means complete degeneration, complete destruction. Here, the mastoid bone is destroyed. Nose symptoms of Aurum MET: red knobby tip of nose, ulcerated, swollen, painful caries, that is caries of the bone structures, discharge purulent, bloody, fetid, oozina, atrophic rhinitis, nose snubbed. This is a very peculiar feature of Aurum MET. Aurum MET already have mentioned this is a destructive disease, particularly destruction of hard structure, bones. Here the whole nose, see, this is the internal of the nose. This is a bony structure. These are internal various soft mucous membrane. There are other cartilage, etc. The whole nose is destroyed and there appears just a hole here. This is oozina. Atrophic rhinitis. Atrophic means complete destruction. Oozina is a very dangerous disease and destructive disease. The whole nose is lost and the patient emits a very obnoxious smell. So that in earlier days there are so many oozina patients. Presently it is number as lessened, and there are separate hospital for oozina patients away from the ordinary city or village, somewhere at a 500 meter distance or like so, where there is no locality. In that particular place, oozina hospitals are situated. Oozina, now this disease is almost very less. I mean, number of patients less. So this type of hospital is not there. Moreover, there may be other amenities available so that this bad smell can be dissipated. Nose snubbed. Snubbed means nose is destroyed. So naturally nose will be snubbed. Actually, these persons are syphilitic person, and these persons whose nose have been snubbed, their descendants will be born with the same structure. All their noses will be snubbed. Face snub. Face symptoms of Aurum MET: parotid swollen, painful to touch, congested, bluish red, pain in zygomy. Zygomy actually plural. Zygoma means cheekbone, molar or malar bone. On the right side below, the lady is showing the cheekbone or malar bone. There, pain, fine eruption on lip, face or forehead. Mouth symptoms: caries of teeth, caries, everywhere caries of teeth, ulcers on palate, gum swollen, dark red, bleeding, offensive odor, especially in girls at puberty, tongue leathery hard, even water taste is foul, warts on tongue, the rare symptom, warts on tongue. Throat symptoms of Aurum MET: drinks return through nose, caries of palate. See, palate, palate above our tongue, the arch plate, arch-like thing is called palate. The palate has got two parts. Front part is hard palate, back part is soft palate. This palate caries, that is degeneration of this thing. Another thing, degeneration of palate. So look at every portion where I mean, a lot of places Aurum MET is causing caries, particularly bony structures, stitches on swelling. Stomach symptoms Aurum MET, burning in stomach with hot risings. Hot risings, you understand what is the hot rising in throat. Desire for milk and coffee, loss of appetite in pining boys, voracious appetite. Note the peculiarity of symptom. Loss of appetite, again voracious appetite. Both are there. Abdomen symptoms of Aurum MET, liver region hot, painful. Hepatitis, jaundice, liver with heart symptoms, ascites with heart affections. Ascites, no, ascites is actually accumulation of watery fluid within the tissue space. When it is occurs on abdomen, it is called ascites. Constipation better during menses, stool hard, knotty, large. What's about anus? Inguinal hernia of children. I have given a picture of inguinal hernia. Here, the inguinal hernia. Hernia means actually part of the abdomen comes in the scrotum. There is a ring through which testis comes down after birth from abdomen. That ring is sometimes remains open. Throughout that ring, sometimes the abdominal content, a portion of large intestine, pushes into the scrotal sac, and that is hernia. Inguinal, this is inguinal region, so it is called inguinal. Particularly of children, Aurum MET will cure the disease. Urinary symptom of Aurum MET, urine turbid like buttermilk, painful, paralytic retention. There, normal thing, that is normal. If it's the descending procedure is normal, then this is the picture. Here, inguinal hernia into scrotum starting. It is also already formed. These two are formed. Male genital symptom of Aurum MET, orchitis. Orchitis means inflammation of the testicles. Atrophy of testes in boy. Atrophy, destroyed, pining away, drying up. Hydrocele of children. Hydro means water. Accumulation of water within the testes. Chronic induration of testes. Chronic induration hard testes. That is all in various diseases of testes. Sarcocele, tumor, heart tumor within the testes. Epididymitis is inflammation of epididymis through which the sperm created by this each testis is carried outwards towards seminal vesicle where it is deposited. To know about details of testicular organ, please follow the link. Actually, a few days back I have published a particular video about testicular disease. That is a very good video. You can see it. The link is given here. This is actually one of my sincere viewers requested me to publish such a video, so I have kept his request. Female genital symptoms of Aurum MET, syphilitic sterility. Sterility which is arising out of syphilis infection. Women depressed for their barrenness. Amenorrhea with great sadness. Constant oozing from vulva. Vaginismus. Vaginismus is a very peculiar disease of ladies. Here the vagina is extra sensitive, so she cannot tolerate any sexual act. As such, he becomes very much sensitive and to some extent hysteric also. He won't allow anybody to come to anybody means his lover or his husband won't allow them to come near, with the fear that if they touch their sensitive part, so she will be hurt. The vaginismus is a very peculiar disease. To some extent it is, I have already told, it is already to some extent it is peculiar in the sense that actually there is no pathology, but the patient is feeling. So it is, this type of symptoms are called hysteric symptoms, where the nervous system is so much excited that he feels disease is there. But if you check according to clinical or clinical system, you will see nothing is there, no pathology is there. Ulceration and induration of uterus from repeated abortion. Repeated abortion, it is a very general phenomena available with many ladies. Ulceration, induration of uterus. Here, Aurum MET is the medicine. If you get this type of patient, who has suffered from repeated abortion by some means, by artificial or natural, whatever may be the thing, you please give him Aurum MET. Leukorrhea worse while walking. This is hydrocele, water accumulation. Heart symptom of Aurum MET: sensation as if heart stopped beating, immediately followed by powerful rebound. Violent palpitation, especially at puberty. Cardiac hypertrophy, angina, angina pectoris, aortic disease. Carotid and temporal arteries throb visibly. Note the figure I have given here picture. This is carotid artery, and from carotid artery at the top of near our margin of ear, a particular branched out, a particular artery is called temporal artery. Here you can see these arteries are throbbing visibly. That is, outwardly you can see this visible throbbing. You see this, then mind it, he is a patient of Aurum MET. Pulse feeble, rapid, irregular, high BP, heart trouble worse from suppression of foot sweat. If this is the case, somebody reports you that his or her foot sweat was there, it is not there now. He has taken some medicine and now his heart is in trouble. Please give him Aurum MET 200 or 1 mg. The reverse thing will happen. The foot sweat will come back, heart will be relieved, and gradually the foot sweat will be gone also. Respiratory symptoms of Aurum MET: crushing weight under sternum. This is the sternum bone, green sternum bone. Here is crushing weight feeling. Sternum worse, worse from moving upstairs. When the patient moving upstairs, this crushing weight feeling is much harder. Dyspnea worse at night during laughing. Dry, nervous spasmodic cough throughout the night, peculiar to women. Generally, women suffer this type of dry nervous spasmodic cough throughout the night. Always takes a deep breath but cannot get enough air. He is trying to get enough air with deep breathing, but always is feeling that air is lacking. Neck and back symptoms of Aurum MET: cervical gland swollen like knotted cord. In our there is no picture here actually. In this neck region, there are series of cervical glands. Those cervical glands are swollen like knotted cord. Lumbar muscles painfully stiff. Lumbar muscles, lumbar region, the spinal cord, cervical, thoracic, then lumbar. Painfully stiff. High thigh muscles cannot be raised. Pott's disease. Pott's disease is a very peculiar thing. Pott's disease, this is a picture. Pott's disease means tubercular infection of vertebra. Tubercular infection of vertebra, that is, vertebra means, is a block of bone. That bone degenerates. It is fully tuberculosis of bone. This is technically called Pott's disease when it is found in back portion of spine. Extremity symptoms of Aurum MET: nightly leg pain. Many of the syphilitic symptoms aggravate in the night. So here also, nightly leg pain, knees weak, paralytic feeling in legs, nails blue, pains in both knees as if tightly bandaged, hot bruised soles at night, trembling feet, cold foul foot sweat. Cold foul foot sweat. Check this bottom portion of the feet. Sleep symptoms: restless with anxious, frightful dreams, sobs aloud in sleeps. I have noted this symptom as USP. USP. U means uncommon, strange, peculiar. Patient is sobbing aloud in sleep. This symptom is very rare. If you get this symptom, you can directly give Aurum MET. Starting from 200, 1 mg, 10 mg, anything you like, depending on the situation of the particular patient. Disturbed by sexual excitement, that is, sleep is disturbed by sexual excitement. Fever symptom of aurum met, painfully sensitive to cold, shivering in bed, cold, damp all over, that is, the whole bed is cold and damp cleaning. Related remedy, mercurius. Naturally, you see, mercurius is strongly actually, he is the king of antiseptic, and aurum met also antiseptic. So naturally, related remedy will be coming mercurius. With this, the video ends. Thanks for listening. Viewing. Any problem, please note down in the comment section. I will certainly respond.